Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Vibrant AI picture. Resonant AI sound. The wonder of LG OLED TV.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another special episode of Riding Shotgun Conversations with Tuason Racing. And tonight is a very special episode because it's the last one for 2020. Woo! 2020 is done. Thank God we made it. So congratulations to everybody that has made it to the end of 2020. Just to survive this year in one piece, I think, is an accomplishment for all. So tonight, what we're going to do is for our final episode, we're going to be doing a virtual awarding of the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup. And this year has been super memorable. There has been so many challenges this year for the motoring industry. I mean, due to this pandemic, our very big events like the car launches or the car shows like MIAS have turned into online events with MIAS Wired, which was last week. So I hope you guys were able to catch that. Those are... It's a fantastic event that is done by our friends, Alvin Uy. Alvin, thank you for all the support over the years. And our final race was actually broadcast on MIAS Wired. Now, other things like press cons, right? The actual press cons that we've always attended have turned into virtual gatherings with Zoom. So, and watch parties. And it's strange, but still, I guess things have to pivot in today's situation. And finally, of course, actual racing on track have turned into virtual racing in the Philippines because we weren't allowed to have any races this year. So we're very, very grateful to all of our sponsors and media partners for helping make the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup happen. And of course, it wouldn't have happened without the help of our sponsors, Phoenix Petroleum Philippines, LG OLED TVs, Blue Chem, Bendix, PC Express, Family Mart, Top Lift, and of course, OMP. For our media partners, we want to thank Autocar, Autodeal, C Magazine, Philippine Daily Inquirer, Inquirer Mobility, Time Attack Manila, Wheels PH, and of course, the MIAS Wired, okay? And finally, our event partners, we want to thank AAP, GT Philippines, SRPH, Ribbon Arc, and 7 Garage for all of your support, not only for the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup, but also for our race for frontliners. So guys, thank you very much for your support. We look forward to working with you guys in 2021, and a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you out there. Okay, so tonight we're going to award the top racers in the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup. And of course, we're going to start with the AM class. And here are the results for the overall winners. In third place, from Avengers Racing Team 2, we have Julian Colvin. In second place, from Team Balagulan, we have Aldo. And of course, our champion for the AM class from Ribbon Arc and Productive Motorsports, we have Andre Varquez. Guys, come on down. Woo!
Hello.
Okay, guys,
Hi,
welcome. Congratulations, everybody. And very simply, number one, what did you guys learn from our virtual racing this year? Number two, what was your most memorable experience or craziest thing that happened in the series this year for you? And of course, at the end, we'd like to ask you for any parting words for aspiring racers. We'll start with third place, Julian Colvin of Avengers Racing Team 2.
Yeah, I think it was a really great experience overall. Just going into it, I didn't know what to expect. I was fresh into sim racing, and I had virtually, no experience. So going into it, I didn't know what to expect, but then it was a really good experience. I would definitely look forward to joining more and learning more about racing online, which is very different from, surprisingly a bit different from racing in real life, because you don't really feel the car and you don't really feel you don't have perspective as you do in real life. So it's definitely a different experience. But overall, the skills in real life do transfer into the virtual world. So I'll definitely want to do more of that.
Okay. And do you have parting words for aspiring racers that want to get involved in motorsports?
For aspiring racers, I think what I have to say to them is just jumping into sim racing, even at a low level, even at using controllers to learn the lines and all that, really does help. I think that's one of the biggest takeaways. It's how transferable the skills are across disciplines. So it's really a good jumping off point if you want to get into real life racing. Yeah.
Okay, Julian Tang, he is a real life race car driver and a team member of Avengers Racing Team 2. Okay, so in second place overall, we have Aldo Balagulan.
Yeah. What did I learn from the competition? Well, honestly, this is the first time I've ever raced against others online. So I didn't really have much experience coming into the competition. But even so, I went inside and I was like 5 seconds or 6 seconds off the pace of the fastest guy during the leaderboards of the first round. But it didn't really discourage me that much. I took it as, a chance for me to learn, to improve, and to work on my consistency, because I know I'm not really the fastest guy on a one lap pace. So consistency is always a good thing to work on, because the saying, to finish first you must finish, and all that. And how did it go for me? Well, yeah, like I said, it started bad, not very good, but eventually I managed to claw my way up the leaderboards. I think I finished second, just behind Andre on the first round. But since I didn't really have that much experience racing against other people, uh, my racecraft wasn't really good. So on the first round at Monza, I didn't really finish that high, at least as high as I expected. I was up the podium. I even got penalties for contact and all that. So, because on the second round, I finished higher than I did at the first. And then at the second race there, the reverse grid, I managed to get a podium, which is very good. It made me a lot more confident with my abilities, and it showed how much I improved. And then, what was my best moment from this competition? I guess it's Clark, because I have zero experience with Clark, both in real life or the virtual racing. So when they announced that it was going to be Clark for the last round, I took it as an opportunity to, you know, apply all the experience I learned from just the 2 months that I've been racing competitively online. So all that experience with different tracks and all that, I had to apply it on my own for Clark because I really had to learn it on my own. I guess it was really great, a great result considering it's my first time, fighting against real people on sim racing. And if I have any parting words for aspiring drivers, both on the sim racing scene and the real motorsport scene, I guess my best advice would be to don't compare yourself too much to other people, especially the fastest, because it will just discourage you if you do that too much. I mean, you can use them as a benchmark, but really the best benchmark that you can use for your performance is your own performance. So you should always look at how you were before to what you're doing at the present, and you should always try to improve little by little, even if it's just a tenth today and maybe another tenth tomorrow. That's a big thing, and it's even bigger if you can do that consistently. So you should just take it slow, because slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And you should always strive to improve yourself bit by bit, and you'll get there eventually. You don't need to push yourself too hard just to be fast.
Okay. Wise words from our newest driver, Aldo. Aldo, congratulations. Great racing. And let's move on to our champion, Andre Varquez.
As for first of all, I would like to give all of my thanks to Tuason Racing and everyone else involved in my journey, because this is my first time trying to do sim racing competitively in this year. It went from a roller coaster, and from the ever since I found this championship league series, I have nothing until some generous guy from the pro class borrowed his wheel to me, and I tried to extract every most of that opportunity, because pretty much it may sound dramatic, but that opportunity may be your last. And then ever since I did good on the first round, okay, a little bit I fell down on the second round, then I rose up to the third round. And then for my best moments in this championship league series must be in Clark. Like the battle between me and Aldo. I always think about, okay, I pretty much did a pretty dumb thing at the end, but those are only a few rare moments that I get constant pressure uh, trying to get the lead, because I'm just too scared not to be first or something. But yeah, aside from this championship league series, I got into a lot of opportunities outside for my virtual V1. Sim Racing PH noticed my skills, and then they decided to put me in a real endurance race for 4 hours. I mean, I only ran a track around 1 hour, but we are a team full of sim racers, a couple from the pro class in this league, and for me to be my first time of circling around the track for an hour competing against other people is an experience that I I cannot express my words on how much did this league gave so many things to me without even wishing for them. And then for my advice for those who are pursuing to do sim racing or motorsports or real life motorsports is you have to commit, and like Aldo said, don't compare yourself to others, because you yourself is your own opponent, if I said that right. Like, there's this one saying that the preparation is always half of the battle. And 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 then when I ever since I borrowed a wheel that is not from me, so I know I only had a limited amount of time, so I have to extract every most of that. And then pretty much the most important thing is you have to enjoy what you're doing. Apart from the pressure, apart from the competition, having fun is always the answer in life. That's it.
Okay, spoken like true champions. So again, third place overall, Julian Colvin from Avengers Racing Team 2. Second place overall, Aldo Balagulan of Racing Team Balagulan. And of course, our champion for the AM class, we have Andre Varquez of Ribbon Arc times Productive Motorsports. Guys, you represent the future of sim racing in the Philippines. I'm very, very happy that you guys were able to join our series, and I look forward to see you guys, if not in our second season of our Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 virtual race, I hope to see you guys at the real racetrack soon. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations
Thank you,
and
Sir
Merry
JP.
Christmas.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so again, congratulations to the winners in the AM class. And now we move on to the winners in the Pro class. But before we do that, check out the overall points for their series. Here we go. Okay, so in the Pro class, in third place overall, we have from Sim Racing times Top Spec Racing, Russell Reyes. In second place from Legion of Racers, Luis Moreno. And our champion in the Pro class, from Avengers Racing Team number 2, we have Inigo Anton. Guys, come on down. Woohoo! There you go, guys. Welcome to the show. Congratulations. Good job. Guys, again, congratulations. And what I wanted to ask you guys tonight is, number one, how did our race series compare to the international events that you guys have been doing? Number two, what was your most memorable experience or craziest thing that's happened to you at the race series? And of course, finally, if you have any parting words for aspiring racers, let's start with third place overall, Russell Reyes. Russell.
Hello. I think it's much more simpler than the international scene. I think it's a bit cleaner. I think because there's not many players around, so the track is more, I can say, clean, And yeah, the most memorable moment for me, of course, is finishing third in Laguna Seca and getting the win in Clark International Speedway. It was really fun to match some big names in the sim racing industry and real racing industry. So yeah, even if you don't have the best gear, for example, you don't have rigs or a nice racing seat, you can still give out some nice results. For example, I was using a monoblock chair just to compete in this league. So yeah, it's not about the gear. So just don't lose hope. Just keep practicing and learn from others' mistakes and your mistakes as well. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Russell. Let's move on to Luis.
Yes, first of all, it's good to see this series being on par with at least two of some other international racing series that I'm participating in. And it's good to see Filipinos sim racers bringing out their best, giving some good competition. And then next up, one of my most memorable experiences in this series is on race one of round three. That's the Clark round. Round two rather. I had a very bad start. I got in contact with at least two other drivers and went down as low as 10th place. And yet somehow I was still able to pull off a win and I don't even know myself how I pulled that one off. And lastly, my advice to aspiring sim racers and real life race car drivers, those who are looking into a motorsports career, I would like to say just continue driving and enjoy. For the most part, the most important thing is to enjoy motorsports. Enjoy whatever type of motorsport you are currently on, be it sim racing, or if you're already into the real life counterpart, you have slalom, circuit racing, whatever you are part on, just enjoy and make the most out of it and learn what you can along the way.
Okay, Inigo.
So yeah, first of all, I'd just like to say thank Tuason Racing for this event. It's been such an amazing league, and you could say it's really on par with the international races and leagues that I've been joining over this pandemic. It's on par. The racing is as chaotic and as fun, and it's good to see that all the Filipino racers, were kind of spread out in different series and our schedules won't match. But like now having over about I think 40 or even 50 racers, it's nice seeing that, and I really enjoyed it. One of my favorite moments during this series was in round two, both races. I was able to first just take the lead in the race one, and in the second race managed to from 10th to first. It was one of my best drives, I could say, both in real life or in sim racing. And yeah, looking forward to whatever's in the future. And my message to any drivers, anyone who wants to join sim racing or both real life is just, yeah, don't be scared to try new things, try new stuff. At first, I really didn't really want to start sim racing. I was like really scared of the other guys. And even though I was scared, I just always continued pushing and always trying to learn from the best, especially like Luis Moreno, Russell Reyes, Daryl Brady, Terrence Lalave. All of those guys are like really good. And if ever you need a community to go to, there's a lot of Facebook groups as well, so don't be scared and just enjoy it because hopefully in the future we can all be in the real racetrack.
Okay, so there you have it. Our champions for the pro class. Third place, Russell Reyes. Second place, Luis Moreno. And our champion, Inigo Anton. Guys, I hope to see you at the real racetrack soon. If not, we'll see you in our second series for the Formula V1 Virtual Cup next year. Thanks, guys. Congrats.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Congrats, everyone.
Congrats, everyone.
Thank you.
With your Phoenix RCBC Bank Card MasterCard, get 5% rebate when you gas up at select Phoenix gas stations. 5% discount on gasoline and diesel engine oils. Free towing and roadside assistance. Get rewards points for your shopping, dining, and other purchases. And exchange your rewards points for free flights, gift vouchers, or cash rebates. Get your own Phoenix RCBC Bank Card MasterCard to enjoy Pulse Racing perks and privileges. Apply now and receive 500 pesos worth of Phoenix Fuel as welcome gift.
Okay, so those are our winners for the pro class. And now we move on to another interesting class that we have, the team awards. And of course, being on a team, there's a bit of dynamics there between the different teammates, right? Because there's a lot of pressure to do well. One mistake in one of the races not only affects your individual scores, but it also affects the whole team. So here at Tuason Racing, we give credit to those teams that work together, not only to win the races, but to win it together as a team, accumulate the points, and be on top of our competition. So we want to thank all of the teams that participated, that registered their teams, registered their drivers, and supported our team race. And of course, we want to congratulate our champion. Here are the overall team points for the different teams that participated. And our champion overall for the team event is Avengers Racing Team 2. Woo! Congratulations. So we have a real racing team from the real world winning in the virtual world. We'd like to call on their team manager, Pau Agregado. Pau, come on down. And of course, their overall champion, Inigo Anton. Guys, come on down. Congratulations. Good job. Not
Thank
only
you.
do you win all the time in the real world, the biggest races in the Philippines, the Vios Cup, the Vios Racing Festival, the Formula V1 races. Unbelievable, you guys. You have won the team event for the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 virtual race. And my questions for you guys, and you can answer them together, is number one, okay? How was it, Pao, for you to manage a virtual team? It must be different because you can't, you can't hit them on the head when they're not doing well on the racetrack because they're not in front of you, right? Number two, how did the virtual race series compare with real racing, right? And is there really a career path for the drivers coming through virtual racing? And of course, finally, Pao, what is your parting words or messages for aspiring racers?
Okay. In terms of management, it was different because we didn't have much with actual practice, so a practice was done virtually. It was a little different in the sense that there were no physical things to fix. But I think what we're the same is in terms of the mental aspect, heading on to the event, preparing themselves mentally. It was all the same, and we've been very pleased with the result. It's our first foray into esports, and I'm surprised that a lot of things actually translate from the real world into the esports thing. And I think it's a good stepping stone in terms of the level of competition and the way it's run. It's the same as the real thing, which is good practice for aspiring drivers. And as we see that there are some skills that can be transferred. We have local drivers and foreign drivers. Two of our drivers actually come from sim racing. Elise, who is the third place champion from the Vios Festival Cup, and we have Quattro, who had no prior racing experience, and he won the championship on his first try. So we see that sim racing can be a good stepping stone for driver development. It teaches you proper etiquette. It teaches you how to go about the race day, at least on the mental aspect. And in terms of dicing and overtaking, I think it's a good practice as well. In terms of parting words for aspiring drivers, I think you being a good sim racer can be reflected in your real life driving. So as much as possible, try to keep within the rules. Show that you are a fast driver, and who knows, might be a top team will pick you up one of these days, as long as they see potential.
Okay, thanks, Pao. Inigo, how was Pao as a team manager?
So yeah, first of all, just like to congratulate our team, Team Avengers, just for winning the championship. And first, it's our first time, our first venture into sim racing, and being part of this team. Actually, first at the start of this year, we were actually planning to join the VS Cup. It was supposed to be my first year into circuit racing, but it unfortunately didn't happen. So our next best thing was to do it virtually here in the in sim racing with the V1 Cup. And I'd say it was really fun, and I was really happy to be part of this team. We know that we really worked hard, and we really prepared for it, and the results came. And yeah, just really happy that I'm part of this team because they really work hard for us.
Okay, guys, congratulations again for not only winning the pro overall, but also the team overall race. I want to thank you guys for joining our series. You guys have been supporting us for many years in the Vios Cup, in the Formula V1 races, and again now in the virtual situation. So again, I look forward to see you guys, if not on the track, hopefully in the virtual world. Guys, thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you, JP, for
Thank you.
having us.
So there you have it, our winners for the Phoenix Pulse Formula V1 Virtual Cup 2020. And we are already planning our 2021 series. I hope you guys will check us out when we launch that next year. In the meantime, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for supporting us, because without our sponsors, we would not have been able to make this possible. So we want to thank, of course, Phoenix Petroleum Philippines, LG OLED TVs, Blue Chem Bendix, PC Express, Toplift, and OMP. Of course, our media partners, Autocar, Autodeal, C Magazine, the Philippine Daily Inquirer, Inquirer Mobility, Time Attack Manila, Wheels PH, and of course, Mias Wired. And of course, our partner organizations as well, the AAP, GT Philippines, SRPH, Ribbon Arc, and 7 Garage. Guys, thank you very much, and I hope you guys can support us for our upcoming Formula V1 Virtual Cup Series 2. Okay, that's it, race fans. I want to thank you all for following Tuason Racing and our Riding Shotgun Conversations. 2020 is a wrap, thank God. And of course, please don't forget to follow our social media pages at Tuason Racing on Facebook. And of course, help us get to over 1,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel at Tuason Racing TV. And of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're updated with our latest videos. And tune in to Riding Shotgun Conversations starting the second week of January 2021. It's going to be on Wednesdays and is always at 8 p.m. My name is Jp Tuason, and thank you for watching our podcast, our race series, and happy holidays to everybody out there. Of course, I want to thank our crew for making this whole year happen. I want to thank Lali. Lali, thank you very much. Eileen, thank you very much. And of course, Jeanette, ladies, thank you for making Riding Shotgun Conversations happen this year.